Welcome back. So in the last video, we decided to hack these tests and then we give them animations. We animated them. But we group them together with this that okay, the other is that we want this to first come in, then we want all this to come in, we want one to come in. As one is coming in, the point for one, evolution of plants should also come in. That's why we say start with previous. The same thing as two is coming in, we will click for two to come in, then the evolution of animals will come with that too. Till it two, that's how it will go up to the fifth. So let's try it. I'll come down like this. Of course, I have two options. I can click slideshow. I click slideshow. It will say from current slide or from beginning. Of course, this is the only slide, so it can start from here. But we are not on that now. So I want to just go down to the footer. Of course, I have my slide one of one. It's just only one. The notes, the comments, this, and I want to go to this slideshow here. I just want it to go there straight. So I'll click it, and I'll have a blank because I've had everything to start with a click. If you don't want it to start with a click, of course, you can change that one. So the first thing is I'll click. At times you can use the arrow key. So I've clicked and then it has come in. Okay. Then the next, click again and you can see evolution of plants. Then I click again, evolution of animals. Then I can click again, evolution of humans. Then I click again, evolution of culture. And then the last thing, evolution of civilization. So this is very, very calm. Of course, I can decide and change the background. I can decide and do most of those things. So I can escape when I need it. So that is how this works. That's how this works. That's just one way. It's just to demonstrate that you can group your shapes just like when you did it in Word. And you can do anything you want to do with this. Of course, I may also want to show how to use clicks, hyperlinks here. So I can just let me make another slide that will talk of each one slide for each of these. So let me go back home and say new slide. But this new slide, I want it to be something like this. Since I'm not actually adding any comment, let me just say something like this. Okay. So what I have here is I want it to be evolution. First, let me check the background. So for this place, let me go to format. Is a box. So shape fill. Let me look at something like this. No, let me look at a gradient shape fill. Uh, okay, something like this. Then let me make it gradient so that it will be solid. Okay, then this gradient. So let me write evolution of plants. Of course, I want to center it, so I'll press Ctrl E. Okay, then let me make this one the shape fill of this. Let me make it this. Okay, and I have it. Now I want to put a button here that will always take me home. So I can use shape. I come to insert, and the button should be like which color? Let me just use this color or this shape. Okay. Then let me type home inside. So that's the home screen. Okay. So with this, I have this that always take me back home from this. Of course, you can beautify that one. Then I can right click it. Then when I right click, it's asking me what do I want to do. So I want to put an hyperlink. I'll click it. Then with my hyperlink, of course, I want to place it in this document. Okay. So I'll click create, I'll click place in this document. Then I want it to be slide one. So I've not titled my first slide. It doesn't have title, so I'll click slide one and it give me a preview. That's slide one. So okay. Okay. For that okay, it has made this thing color blue. So I have another option. I can change the shape fill. to a color that will make it seen, or I can change the color of that thing. So I want to change the shape fill, and then I still want to change the, oh, I put it inside. So I can change the text color and makes it better. So with this, I've created one slide. I can duplicate this slide. Okay, let me just duplicate this slide. This duplicate slide. I duplicate that slide. I can duplicate more because I have two more. So Control D, Control D, and Control D. Okay. So if I come to this, instead of evolution of plants, I want it to be evolution of animals. Animals. Then the next one, evolution of humans. That's what I have in my point. So that's what I'm putting in there. Humans. Then I want this one to be evolution of culture. And then the last, I want it to be evolution of course, it's not that I'm just deciding, it's what I have in my point there, of civilization. So with this, I have 5 points. I expect that if I click this, that I should go to the first slide. And you can see it happens. When I'm here, and I control click this, I should go to the first slide. That is how it works. Now, this first slide, I need to make, I need to link it. So that's why I right click, I'll put hyperlink. Then I'm taking it to evolution of plants. That's okay. Of course, the color has changed, so I can change the shape fill and change the shape fill to maybe black. Okay. This, right click again, hyperlink, evolution of animals, change the fill to black. Of course, there are better way to do this. Right click again. Oh, sorry. Hyperlink, evolution of animals, change the fill. So now that everything has finished, I have created hyperlink there that if I should control click this first one, then it takes me to evolution of plants. Then if I should control click this, then take me back home. If I want to talk about point theory, control click this point theory, then it takes me to evolution of humans. Then I control click this, it takes me back home. That is how it's supposed to do. So we shall now try it. So let me go to my slideshow. Down here, I click it. Then I have this, so I can click. What I have is this one coming in. They know I'm coming up for my presentation. Now the first point comes in evolution of plants. Therefore, I'm talking about these points. Then my next point is evolution of animals. My next point is evolution of humans. Next point is evolution of culture. Next point is evolution of civilization. Now, somebody will say, okay, well, I want to talk about point one. So I click it, and it takes me to evolution of plants. After I'm done talking with point one, I can just click it again. Then I go to the next point, evolution of animals. I click it. I talk about evolution of animals. Then I can go back home. Then I go to evolution of culture. I click it. And then I talk about evolution of culture. Then I go back home. Then I go to civilization because I click it. And then from this, I can go back home. Maybe after talking, then this will be my home. So nobody will be asking, what do you say about that? If I want to go back and mention a point, maybe in point number 3, there's no need of scrolling this PowerPoint presentation. I'll just, okay, this point number 3, somebody is requesting, and I'll just click point number 3. And then we'll talk always evolution of humans, and then we go back home. And then if somebody is saying, okay, now we want to talk about evolution of civilization, then I just click point number 5. And then I have evolution of civilization, and then I go back home. Of course, we can do many things. I can remove this underline. I can ask it not to change color that I've visited it, but it's very good to change color if I've visited the page. And that is how it is. That is how it is. So I can press escape and then we go back home. That is just to show us the kind of liberty we have, how to use transition, how to, and maybe even had transition. I didn't have any transition. So let me say transition and then click transition. Then maybe transitioning to another slide, although this baby thing, I can just say reveal since I'm revealing it. Then I can apply it to all. So apply to all. So you can see it's applied to all. Then I can come and say, let's see the presentation again. So it's revealing my slide. Then I click this, I click this, I click this, I click this. Then I want to talk of point TV. Then I click it. Then you can see the way it reveals it. Then if I want to go back home, so you can change, but transitions waste time at times. It wastes time at times, so it all depends. And at time when I use your operation, let it be the same for all the slides. So thank you. The next video will cover another thing.